All right, y'all, let's get into the light inside of us, the stars above us, sleep, dreams, and those types of things, connect some points of light, all right? So we live in a balance of flesh and spirit. Our flesh is awake and alive when we're awake, and when we go to sleep, our bodies look dead and such because the light is awake and alive at that point, all right? So this might be why that witching hour is upon you, because people's spirits may leave, or their light may leave, and it starts roaming the night. Okay? So the stars above us, the sun is connected to everyone. The Mars is connected to men. The Venus is connected to women. Otherwise, where we're born, when we're born, the things around us when we're born, the street address we're born at, the room number, all these things. All right, who delivered you, first light, all those. Okay, that all contributes to different stars and lights that contribute to us. All right. So there's the one that is at conception, and then there's one at birth. There's the two. All right. And then you have the two, the flesh, the spirit. And you have the positive, the negative, and the neutral. And the Venus and the Mars, the sun, they meet on Earth. And that makes up the four spirits of the four heads that come together to make up our world. So as we lay down and go to sleep, we plug into the ground. This is why it's kind of important to have a natural bedding or a grounded bed or something like that of some sort. And then, either way, if you're not grounded, whatever, you lay down and that spirit is going to be going above. Okay. The grounding helps with like, inflammation and, rebalancing the body like that. Cause if you've ever laid on outside on the grass or at the beach or whatever, you feel a lot better than when you lay down at home. Okay. But there's an exchange of things going on. My back pops better when I lay down on the concrete or the grass or some type of natural surface versus the carpet. Just as a personal example. But either way, so the spirit needs to live and the flesh needs to live. And there's a constant battle of flesh and spirit. And when we stay up at night, all right, this is when we drink the spirits and such, and this is when the spirit inside of us can kind of control the body and have more freedom and those types of things. And this is where the rulers of darkness comes in, and the light and the day and the devil, the devil. Either way, so what's brought to you as good is actually bad, and what's bad is actually good, but there's a weird balance on things and whatever. All right. So when we stay up for days, we can start seeing shadows or hearing noises, whatever kind of thing. And this could be the blend of the flesh and spiritual world. And then this is how some people go crazy afterwards if it stays too long or however, because they are breaking down the wall that separates dream or spirit and flesh and carnality. Okay. So like, the people who hear, I'm having a brain fart on what they're called. The people who hear voices and see things, they can be tuners for different types of light or, okay, so they can be like an open platform where you might have 15 lights going off, or like all of our personalities that we have inside of us, they can all be kind of controlling the body at once, all right? And everyone has a couple types of personalities, because not everybody's the same around grandma versus their friends, and not everybody's the same at work versus going out and all those other things, okay? And I know the exception proves the rule, all right? But this is where you have the flesh and the spirit coexisting. Either way, so just remember that this is where the people are doing the lucid dreaming, and they're able to control their dreams and go here and there and do this and that and the other or whatever, because they are in the flesh is realizing it's in that spiritual state and it's going forth. All right, and this is where hallucinogens come in, and the plants and such that are given by God, so we can experience the spiritual while awake, while we can experience the dream state while we're awake, because the dream state and those things, that's what proves God, and God proves itself, and man proves God, and all those little things. And we are God. We are the living God. We are the Christ, where God shines his light through, and that God is that God, and that God is the people around you, and that light that's brought to you, and that light is a test of men. That light is a test of men, and it's the begotten Son. The Son has no heart. Sometimes it causes this type of weather. Sometimes it causes that type of weather, and it kills hundreds of thousands of men. So this is where nature and man is coming together to reset the earth. All right. So sleep is important. At the same time, we need to know why we go to sleep, and we need and when we are coming from the summer to the winter, and we're coming from this light to the inside light, and we're getting more TV and whatever in the wintertime, we hear more of the inside frequencies and less of the nature. This can be why. It's tied to those different lights changing, per se, in the sky and the heavens around you, and this is causing a frequency change in the body. And depending how in tune you are will depend on if you get sick or if you don't get sick. So this is all like a frequency exchange, a light exchange, shedding the light, absorbing the new light. Okay? So, and then when you shake people's hands or you're around people, depending the energy you give them and they give you, will depend on if you receive that light or if you, okay? So if you work with the public and you are in that, that serving position, that's where you need to come in as, I affect them. They don't affect me. Okay? And this is kind of how we need to be with everybody out there. I affect them. They don't affect me. And when they don't affect you, you can't run positive or negative. You just run neutral. Okay? While we have a supercomputer in our brain, everybody's supercomputer is not going left, right, left, right, left, right at the same time. Some may go left, right at the same time, and one of them goes off to the left while the other goes right. And that's where you get the jumbled of conversation or whatever else is going on. Either way, little rabbit trail there. So we got to recharge both lights. We got to let the spirit live. We got to let the flesh live. And notice that we can, we normally stay up a little bit longer than we sleep. So the spirit doesn't need that much to be happy. It's the basics of that. However, the flesh is bigger, and it has the ability to control the spirit. All right.